Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a quick video just to give you a rundown of a few kits that I've just recently put into my shop. So there are 8 kits in total, and they're all different colours. And basically, so if you've seen my last video, so I've been doing this 100 days craft thing that's been run by Rach and Bella Crafts. And one of the challenges was to make Frankenpaper and then to make a journal out of it. And for those of you that don't know, Frankenpaper is basically scraps of paper that aren't like, so it's not like collaging onto a piece of paper, it's just scraps that you sew together. And I hate my sewing machine, like generally just because I don't know how to use it. I literally suck. Like if I manage to get it threaded and then I can get it going and it's fine and I can sew like an entire journal, but oh god, when it comes to changing that thread, I'm so bad. I really need lessons. I mean, if anyone volunteers in the comments, I'd be much appreciative. But anyway, if you're like me and you're not great with the sewing machine, or you just don't have one and you want Frankenpaper, I've made these kits for you. So hopefully you enjoy them. So I'm just going to run through which ones these are. So this one is called Purple Gothic. So there are 5 JPEG files in each and they're all at A4 size. I have put the conversion size to millimeters on my Etsy for anybody not using A4 paper sizes. I don't know them off by heart, I do apologise. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the pages for each one. So I've got all of the kits here, so I've got quite a few to run through, but I will try and do them as quickly as I can. But it's just to let you guys see what kits I've got available if you'd like your own Frankenpaper and just have a bit of fun. Also, just a very quick apology for the light. It's so such poor weather. Like, I've literally waited all day to try and find a decent time of day and there's just been none, so I've got a lamp on and I'm hoping that the lighting is good. If not, I am clearly going to have to re-record this. But okay, so let's get started. So this is page 1. So the good thing about this is that if you didn't particularly want to use it as Frankenpaper, you could literally cut this back down into scraps, and then you could just use your own, use it for whatever really. You could, that's quite a thick piece, you could make a tag out of it, a little corner for a tuck spot. There's plenty of things that you can do with these pages if it wasn't that you particularly wanted to use them for Frankenpaper. So that is the last page of the purple one. The next kit I've got is called Autumn Vibrance. So I've gone for sort of autumny vibe themes. Upside down. So autumny sorts of colours, so really dark oranges, a few dark purples and some greens and things like that. So it's just to try and give you a bit of an autumny vibe, and leaves and mushrooms always kind of signify autumn, don't they? But yeah, so some of them are a little bit gothy with spiderwebs and skulls and things, but generally, unless I've put gothic on the title, mostly the papers are just going to be just various kind of prints, less kind of skulls and gothy type things. So that's the Autumn Vibrance kit. The next kit I've got is Blue Gothic. So I don't know if you can see, actually, this probably wasn't the best kit to show you this, but there is stitching, so it's I've drawn on the stitching basically all around it. Now I have printed this on borderless settings. My printer also sucks, technology hates me, so it's not quite printed the edge, but if you print this on normal paper that's got a border, or if you know how to use your printer, then you'll probably be able to print this properly. So that's page 1 of the Blue Gothic. But yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see, we'll find some use for these papers, because I think they're really, really fun, and literally as soon as I printed them out, I was just like, oh, I was so in love with it. But yeah, really, really loving these. And that is the last one for the Blue Gothic kit. And then for the vintage lovers out there, So this is my blue vintage, so I've got lots of really pretty papers in there, and I've tried to use some like ephemera looking papers so it looks a little bit more like vintage scraps. But yeah, I mean, I've literally had this, like, all these really beautiful papers that I bought from Digital Curio, which is a really top Etsy seller for digital stuff, and I have loads of her papers, and I've literally never done anything with them. Like, I use a lot of them, but not all of them, and this was just a really fun way to actually get using some of those and get them incorporated into kits and things like that. So that's the last one of the blue vintage. So I'm just gonna, because I printed on the other side as well to save paper. So then this one is my pink gothic kit. So I've gone again with like sort of gothic-y type prints. We've got things like bats and stuff on there. For those of you that are pastel goth or like the pastel goth type of thing, I've tried to add like black and pink, because I feel like, well, I really like pastel goth. It's one of my favourite types of colour schemes, really. I've got a really cool kit in my shop for pastel goth, which I probably should do a video for at some point, but I really don't like doing videos. Only literally because of editing, so the ones that I've been putting up lately are just literally so basic, but it gets the message out there. So this is my red gothic kit. So some of these are a little bit sort of Queen of Heartsy, so you could potentially use these for any Alice in Wonderland type journals that you've got going on. But I actually really liked these flowers. I'm not really a flowery person, but having these flowers just like on the ephemera type page, yeah, I really liked it. I just felt like it's, you know, it's not like super gothy, but it kind of is as well. And then this is my teal gothic kit. So these are, I absolutely love these. There's so many beautiful pages in here. I really wouldn't blame you just for chopping these up and using them as scraps yourself, because they are gorgeous papers. But yeah, I tried to incorporate quite a few different elements into this one just to make it look a little bit more scrappy. Okay, and that is the last page of the teal gothic. And then the last one is my green vintage kit. So again, so I was smart and I printed it on the back of the blue vintage, because that's forward thinking, which I don't normally do, so I was quite impressed with myself. So yeah, so this is my first one. I wanted to add like a bit of the green fairy kind of thing. I find that a lot of map type pictures tend to have quite a lot of green in there, and then obviously you've got your botanical type images. Yeah, we've got like peacocks, which, you know, there's a lot of green in there. We've got green butterflies in there. There is quite a lot of botanical, but you know, why not, because it is a green vintage kit. And that is the last page of the green vintage. So those are now live in my Etsy shop. I hope that you'll go and check them out, and hopefully you'll buy some. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.